Bang, 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 bang. Welcome back to the show, guys. Hope you like that little intro. But this thing is going to be a bang and a blast. And I scooped this on AliExpress, and I think a few of you guys did too, as I checked the link out that I posted in my community on my YouTube channel. On the first week of September, AliExpress had a sale, and I think I saved like over $70 on this thing and scored it for about 105 Canadian. Who knows what that's worth American nowadays? Yeah. $60? Who knows? We're getting crushed up here. But anyways, this thing come rolling in 2 weeks, and super stoked. It's the MJX buggy, and this thing has been released, and a lot of YouTubers got this thing to review before it actually went on sale. It's kind of the thing that's going on now where Larlo did it. You'll see like the new Traxxas mini crawler 18 scales doing that too. They all do these reviews and releases before you can actually buy them. So we'll go over this thing real quick. I've already taken the clips off this thing, but they come with awesome body clips with the little pull tabs on them. There's 3 on this thing. Super cool. We got a bunch of stuff that comes with off to the side here. It has a wheelie bar, and we have to put that on. So this will be 2 parts. We got this out of the box. We're just going to go over it quick, and then we're going to let this thing hit the street and see what it can do. And I'm pretty impressed with what this can do. So we got the wheelie bar. Over here we have some screwdriver. We have a USB charger, and we'll get to that in a sec. You got a cross wrench. So we got some stuff we need to wrench on. And over here, of course, we got the wing, so we'll put that on later. We have a quick manual, just kind of go through it. Let's see if it's got exploded parts in the back. That's always, yeah, so there you go. So we have all the part numbers, and that's what you want, guys. You want to know what parts are available in case you break this. But I know that this thing's tough as nails. So we'll give the manual a thumbs up too. The radio's here. The radio a little bit smaller. I do have like a medium to large size adult male hand, of course, and I can feel it down here. So it is a little on the smaller side, but for me it's comfortable. They put foam on the wheel, which is cool for a stock radio. Big on-off switch there. Also, yeah, so the on-off switch also doubles as a dual rate for the steering, or a fixed rate, sorry. So it looks like it says there 75% and 100%. So if you want to dial it down, we have a steering trim here, and we'll talk about these things when we go and take it outside. It's super light radio. And just quick here, pop this off if you can. No, it's screwed down, but it feels like less. Might be 2 or 3 AA's in there. The antenna is probably right about there, but it's fixed and it's hard. Nothing really on top, which is kind of not usual, but everything I think is just pretty basic, pretty light. The radio, and we'll give it a bit of a thumb sideways, leaning a bit up, but not the best thing I've seen, but we'll see how it reacts when we take this out for a spin. And now we get to the nitty gritty of this thing. It comes with a little next end shell. Now the one thing about this truck, this is kind of like the thing they've done with the Traxxas. If you have a Traxxas 16 scale, you'll know that this Traxxas 16 scale slash the E-Revo, the Summit, they all use the same chassis. And this thing is also released with a monster truck, the buggy, and a truggy. It's the same platform. They just changed the body posts and the body. And I think they even use pretty much the same wheels for everything. Maybe not, but these wheels are definitely aggressive for off-road. And they do work well on-road too. And as you see here, we got a full plastic chassis, metal skid plates here, diff boxes, metal on the bottom actually, and we got some durable plastic. This thing, you can feel it that it's thick and it's durable. We have adjustable links there, metal shocks, plastic shock towers. This is a metal bumper on the front. My goodness, that metal? That is metal. That's cold. So it's definitely metal. Hinge pins holders are metal. Like even the bottom half of this whole diff box is all metal, guys. Pretty pressed, brushless, of course. Has a fan, and the one thing that's interesting too is that it actually comes with the receiver. So we're not so happy about the radio. We can swap this out. So easy peasy goes. Standard 3-wire everything. So that's definitely something you want to look at if you want to move this off to a radio, like you might have a Spectrum or a Fly Sky in your collection. So we got Deans on here, and it looks like this is becoming more popular. You can always slide these off and just slide an XT60 or something, but the stock battery comes in here is 3S and has this fancy little clamp down, and it's in a hard body case, hard pack, and you get a look at there, guys, and there is for the charger the 3S that challenges off the balance lead, and there is the plug for the Deans. So this is a bit of a drawback for this thing. It's well protected. It's got pros. It fits in here. Awesome little mounting system, and it isn't going to go anywhere, but it also limits you a bit on what you can put in there. You can mess around with it and put a different type of battery. You probably have to use something else to secure it, but the weird thing about this is that this isn't really going to be, if you want to balance charge it, won't really balance charge well off of a hobby charger, because you can't really get that into any kind of balance board or plugged into the actual charger itself. So that's why you're going to need this wire here to fit in. So not the biggest battery in the world, but it should suffice. It's a 25C 3S 11.1 volts, 10,050 milliamp hours. So they crammed it in there. But awesome, guys. I think you'll probably get about 10-12 minutes on this thing. Anyways, it's smaller, 1/16 scale. Should be good. This thing needs a bash, so let's get this thing on the road. Okay, guys, we're outside and getting ready to do the running part of this video, and I'm trialing out a new camera mount system. I hope it works better. I notice a lot in my other videos, my head tends to move around a lot as I check out the surroundings, and you don't get focused in on the car. Just want to point out something about the car. After we assembled everything, I looked at the front, and you can see that it's towing out, which means the wheels are kind of V'd out. I've already just taken it for a quick spin down the street, and gave it a test so I could get the trim right. Now, one thing is for sure, I have to get used to pointing the remote at the car. I usually put my head at the car, but we'll see. Now, this thing comes with 3S, and this thing is insane. I am literally like just feathering the throttle, just to, if I just even like just give it a little, just see, watch it just jump. It wants the wheelie, and the road here is crowned, so it tends to want to go towards the way it's sloping. As you can see over here, I have my handy dandy radar, and it does kilometers an hour. Okay, we're gonna take a little run at this and see if we can get a speed. Quick peek around, no traffic, a rolling car. Whoa. This thing's got power to burn. I gotta remember to turn the radio, but it clocks in at 54, and that's 3S, and I'm on 100% on the throttle, 100% throttle rate on the radio. So let's get this turn around and rolling start. Let's take it for another one here. 57. Oh, I gotta remember to keep turning the radio. Follow this. So you guys got to bear with me while I retrain my brain. Hopefully it's wide angle. You may not be in the center, but you'll get a part of it. So here we go. And that wasn't close enough. $55. Now, these wheels are definitely pretty hard, it seems. So I really like to slide on the surface, but we're also breaking them in. As you can see, we got a super amount of power. She just wants to donut, and you just give it some throttle. What I want to do here is I'm going to bring it in. I'm going to stop it, and I'm going to drop it down to the switch. The on-off switch is actually just not on-off. It's on 75% throttle and then 100% throttle. So we are going to test here 75% throttle. And it says 53. So I'm not 100% sure if that's what that means, but definitely doesn't have as much punch. And 53 on the radar. You can't tell me 100% is only getting me 4 extra kilometers. Well, being brushless and everything, I don't see an issue. Sorry, it's recycling day here. Put maybe some bigger tires on this to give you a little more clearance. You want to take it in some shorter grass. I wouldn't definitely take it out into long grass, but it'll power through. That 3S battery and that motor, you might strain that motor a bit if you run too long in the grass. Of course, I'm never a fan of running anything in any type of longer grass, even short grass. It just strains and heats up your electronics and you cook it. And what's the purpose of burning out your electronics? But just give you my quick thoughts right here. This thing is still a ton of fun on 75% throttle. 100% throttle is insane. It's maybe too much power off the hop. I mean, even feathering the throttle, it jerks around and wants to spin out. Possibly have to wear in these tires a little bit more. Being on asphalt with that square pin pattern, yeah, you're not going to get as good as grip as an on-road tire. I guess this is just a tire for all purpose, but definitely looks sick. And pulling that trigger puts a smile on your face. The fun factor is definitely here, and for the price, it just like a little over $100 on AliExpress at the time of the sale. It was a no-brainer, and it was between this and the UDI 1202, and I'm glad I went with that. One thing I'm noticing there is, oh, maybe my body is outside. You want to tuck that in. I don't know if that came out on its own. Sorry about that, but you want to tuck that in, as I was getting some body rub on the wheel when you turn. Turning radius is good. So overall, I'm just going to give you my opinion and feeling. I put out the ducats for this thing, so it's my unbiased review. I'm giving this thing a total thumbs up. The power in it is crazy. I'm sure people are going to tune this thing out and have a lot of fun with it. And it looks super durable and looks like it'll bash. If you want to bring it to the skate park, I think this thing is going to be pretty darn tough. I've already seen some of the truck model versions of this and people bashing the snot out of them and not breaking them. I think you could find that on Tom Lee RC. I think he has the truck version of this, the monster truck, and he absolutely annihilates it more than any like Traxxas would be, and it withstood that punishment. Guys, I am pleased with this. Thanks for tuning into this, of course. Hope everyone's doing well, getting a chance out to RC. We're winding down the summer here, 2022. Lots of great models hitting the market. I'm sure they're gearing up for the Christmas push. Lots of things coming out, and always enjoy showing you guys some new stuff. So hope you guys like this. There'll be a link in the notes. Take care, peace out, and we'll see you soon on the next one. All right.